the way, do you walk away? If you know, you know. When we all clicking like Golden State, and you and your team are the motorcade. If you know, you know. Being granting wishes like a genie.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the east side of the Bay Bridge in Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Cincinnati Bengals.
You're going to use my trick against me. I should have never even put it out there. It's all good.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they...
You know I'm the originator of that, right? So I'm about to fucking destroy you now.
That happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus you're giving up yardage.
Just more yards for me to work with.
Carr gives to Marshawn. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. On second down, Lynch. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
First down, the run with Lynch. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, 734.
Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
93.
Handoff comes to Lynch. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a play fake. Carr finds Roberts left side. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. DeAndre Washington, his first carry. Breaks a tackle, and he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Good set. What now? Hey, Raider 2. Hey.
On 2nd down, Washington. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. They'll run with Lynch. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Now they'll throw with Carr. And complete right side to Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Carr now on 3rd and goal.
Man, that's some bullshit, man.
Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
He's got a man complete.
Rashawn, really?
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. First and 10 for Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Another chance for Dalton. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. So they are going for it. Now Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
93. 93.
Here's a give to Lynch. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Carr to throw on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Raiders 1st down. Carr hooking up with Cook.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
And that'll be incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd down. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast,
he's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Michael Johnson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. Oftentimes with these gadget plays, these fakes, we focus on the offense and say, hey, they practiced this week. But the defenses practice these situations too.
And just look at it this way. The 2 owners sitting up in their boxes, one is saying, boy, is my team well prepared. And the other one's like, I got to talk to my coaches. What were they thinking?
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Going deep downfield for Ross. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He's going to air it out deep for Green. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Still is spamming one play.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Dalton, eluding the pressure right. And able to find Green. The connection since 2011, Dalton to Green for a Bengal 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. He sets to fire deep.
Outside quarters, baby.
Falls incomplete.
He thinks
Looked
I'm in
like
cover 2, but I'm not.
There, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this.
He can't do shit.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Dalton here from the gun. He's going to look deep down the field.
Outside quarters, baby.
And that one incomplete.
He can't throw it.
Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
He wants it. I'm showing him cover 2, and I ain't in no cover 2.
When you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
That's how we're going to run it. Run it like this. You're not passing deep on this defense, bro.
They'll try and throw for it here.
You're not passing deep on this defense, bro.
Boy, a real head scratcher there. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
He's going to attack cover 2. So I got to pull that strong safety down and throw it over his head.
Go, go. Get set, get set.
Best way to do that.
694. 734. Low, low, low.
On 1st down, Carr. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
24. 734.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Don't keep blitzing, just keep quick passing.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. And Roberts with it over the middle. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
At least we can move on him. He can't move on us.
Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson from the left hash. This from 46. The kick by Carlson is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
Man,
so maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
Spam,
And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
See how he's doing? See how I'm stopping the deep pass and just 2 adjustments. And all the deep shit's covered.
And add to their score.
Yeah, this
dude got John Ross,
at the very least,
I don't need speed.
I don't blame him one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Second and 10. Dalton once more to Mixon on the check down. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be third down. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. Third and 2 for Dalton. Underneath, this is Bernard.
Don't give up on it. Here sucks.
Just short of the 45 at the 44. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout.
Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It really depends. Right before I pick,
21 seconds to go here in the first half.
I got probably one of the best users. Like, I quick adjust so fast. And I just do it like that.
The first down throw coming for Dalton.
Now he's doing that, so now I got to put a cloud flag
across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for
I need
14 yards and another first.
So what I'm going to do is...
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Him in the curl flat. Put him in a cloud flat. Cover that. Same thing over here. Give him a quarter. And watch
now Dalton with a first and 10.
Take it away from him. That's all we got to do. Look at there. Covered. Covered.
And this is intercepted.
They didn't give me the interception.
So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Wow.
He was looking for his
See how I took his over-under away?
Green that time. And it's second down.
Just take what he gives you. Take that
outside.
outside.
10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Outside quarter. Outside quarter. And give me a fucking curl flat.
Another look for Dalton on second and 10.
Comebacks.
And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
What?
Looking for John Ross that time.
Yo, they gave him that catch. He dropped the ball. Wow. Wow. Can I look at the instant replay? Wow, this shit's locked. Wow. EA with the fuck shit. I got fuck shit too.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt.
I
Bullock
turn
will
man
put
around.
this one through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right when
I just got cheated on that shit. That shit was covered, and then he dropped the ball.
Mark off the 5.
And now he's trying to use my own kick against me. That's cool. I want him to do it in the next quarter where it's going to give me points. Because they got 7-mile-an-hour wind. That dude just got saved, bro. He gave him that catch.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
The downfall of him doing that is A, he's been running cover 2 the whole game. Oh, now you want to try something new. I ain't even going to throw it on that, bro. I'm just going to do it right here. Push down right. ID him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but Can I just have a sip of water real quick? Please? Thank you. All right, let's go.
Shit too, bro.
Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins, so that one will be accepted.
So I need a cloud, because in case he try to run the under, I need a cloud. Alright, let me finish this game on.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
We're still going to have this fucking outside quarter over here. Deep half right there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
I don't trust him. He might come out in a gun split. Yep. No, I don't baseline. Give him an outside quarter.
It's second down. Dalton looking. Escaping the pressure right. Dumps it off to Mixon. And brought
So I
down
made that adjustment. I seen that John Ross.
10 yards
I know what you're trying to do.
First.
Sometimes
You
it's
ain't going
designed,
Debo
and
on me
sometimes
like
you
that.
have to know when to leave the pocket
Take that
and
shit
move
away.
and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
I see John Ross over there, so I'm just going to go outside quarter. Then I'm going to have a curl flat come over there to help underneath.
Dalton, first and 10. Flushed out right.
Look at her.
And that's off the mark, incomplete. While we have a second, Charles, the Patriots, of
Covers
course,
all
back
that
in the
shit that he
Super Bowl,
wants.
getting the 37-31 victory over KC in the AFC title game. Great game, but you know, the Patriots...
nobody believes in him.
Yeah, right. They're playing that underdog card, but I thought it was funny because after the game, they asked Tom Brady, were you guys just trying to use that for your own motivation? He said no comment because they were. They know they're not the underdog.
They know it, but when you've been that
Now
great
you want to do it over
for
here.
this long,
You need something?
you've got to find something different. And Tom Brady, I've got to give him credit. Somehow he made his team buy that and believe in it when no one else in the country did. And I think it really started with their first playoff game this year when the Chargers came to town. I know I picked the Chargers against them. A lot of people picked the Chargers. They took that as, well, no one believes in us.
You keep
Everyone
trying to go
thinks we're
deep,
not as
and I
good.
need this
They were just
defense.
wrong about that part, as we were wrong about the Chargers beating them.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. On first and 10, Dalton throwing for his running back.
Wow,
He's got
bro,
it
not
complete.
tackling.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
All right,
It's
man,
funny,
just give me
throughout
a
the
sec.
time that we've been together, when we talk with
Finish this
running
game
backs
off.
about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk
I'm
about
the
open
tip
field
he
and
gave
having
him
one-on-one
on John Ross
matchups,
that
don't they?
catch, man. No damn way he didn't
That's
catch
the
it. He
reason why.
dropped
What
the
we
damn
just saw,
thing.
shedding those tackles, and that's what they're
Now I
used to
can't
doing.
challenge
It
it.
is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one
Hey, we're
matchup with
saying
someone
just
trying to
find John
cover
Ross.
them.
He got
But
him
they also
over
like
there.
those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with
just
the
gonna
ball.
fucking put
They
him
think
on
they're
the
going to win
outside.
those too.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
You gonna worry about
Marcus
that. Just gonna
Gilchrist
put
there
him
to
in the
bring him
outside
down.
quarter.
But they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Running user Conley.
They'll run again with Bernard. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Worried about none
It's
of
a
that.
pickup
We
of
just try to
6
keep
and good
everything in
enough to
front
move
of
the
us.
chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, Excellent blocking of the
I
point of
done
attack.
got beat by
Look at that
AJ
nice little
Green
drive
and
brewing right here.
what's his name
Still
so
in
many
search of their
times.
first touchdown
I
of the
already know
game,
how
but
to
they're
play
on
these
the
dudes.
move. First and 10.
Outside and a seam flat. That'd be the over-under. Give me a deep.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now.
Yeah, I don't want base line. I'll man align sometimes. Like here, I'm about to man align on him now. If he keeps coming out and trips.
When you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does
I'll
a
just
whole
play
lot of good for
defense
your
as
entire
is. Like I'll
offense.
base
But I
line if
love
I'm
the way
trying to
he's
set up a
finishing
third.
those
See, I'll
runs.
come
At
out
the end
man
of
align.
things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
You know, man up AJ Green.
Off the play fake to Mixon.
Yeah.
This is Dalton looking for the
Good
end
D.
zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
We've seen
I'm
these
not trying to
defenses
stop
make
the run.
enough opportunistic
I've
plays
held
to
his
keep
run
this one low scoring.
out of the game for the
Flying
most part
around,
today.
making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a
Do
result.
right now. All right, so I don't have much field to chase
They've
this
hit
guy.
2 for 4 thus
I'm gonna
far.
go deep half.
Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hard flat. Man,
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw.
keep him
Got a
under
man,
me.
it's Ross, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard
Look at there, 9
line
of
before he's
23.
brought down.
I'm doing
The
okay.
Bengals passing game finding a rhythm.
I don't
They've
want to
got
get
another
myself in a
first.
position where I'm caught in an animation if I'm playing too close to a receiver. That shit gets me killed. Because he has better overalls.
Back
So I'm
now
just
in
having
the
enough
East Bay.
space where I can jump routes without getting sucked into
Andy
animations.
Dalton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room.
All right,
It's
so we
1st and
can
10.
Put him in that, him in the outside third, him in the middle third.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Fumble!
Oh, no, he lost
Give me
the
that!
ball.
That's why we not worried!
Covered.
That's why we not
For
worried!
the 4-minute offense, they were trying to reduce the
Eventually
clock,
it's gonna happen. You
get
keep
in
doing
position to
something.
win the game,
Eventually
and
it will
leave no
happen.
time for them to come back and catch them. And
Play
guess what?
smart
They turned
defense.
the ball over.
Yeah.
No
they had
more
it
being
set up for
stupid.
themselves,
I send
and they
heat
let
if I
it get
need to,
away.
but
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and
you
10.
ain't getting
at
me
their
in that
own 11.
position. Ain't no point.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down right around the
So he in that
13.
cover two. Now I gotta get.
It'll be a pickup of just 2,
No.
and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I don't mind playing a good defensive game. Take away that lucky catch he got. I could bomb on him, man.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running
I gotta
back.
get that guy.
No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
He's
Well, the
switching.
stats that
so
matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but
Yeah.
no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through
about
it,
to
gave
say,
up no
just a sec.
yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Flush to his
There we
right.
go.
He completes it to Bryant. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
Take what you
His
give me.
first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And Derek Carr just keeps
Play
improving.
spam,
He
bro.
can be dangerous not just inside the pocket, but as we see here, outside of it as well.
Kid born in California, played his high school ball in Texas, had quarterback written
Man,
all
it
over
takes
Give him
skill,
9
Malcolm.
there on the first
I'll
down
tell you that.
completion.
It takes skill.
Now, Carr again.
Look at her.
And his
It's an
throw
easy
is
pass.
incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis.
I should be able to
Bryant.
stay in this
And
because
it's
he's
3rd and
spamming
short.
YouTube.
Pretty
But
good
that shit
coverage
easy as
there,
fuck.
and both of these defenses, they've had
elementary.
good coverage throughout this
He
one.
does
No
that.
doubt about it. And in today's
He's not
NFL, where
covering.
we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a
I don't need to
well-pitched
watch him.
game in
You need to watch the
baseball
blind
on
side.
both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
I need
734.
that hitch route right there.
Hey, 734.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1.
Stay in that cover two. I'm gonna fucking pick you
He
apart, bro.
finds Roberts complete. And all the way
All I needed was
in.
that little hitch route to
Touchdown,
distract you
Oakland.
and hold you in that zone.
Seth Roberts 58 yards. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6.
What happens when you spam, man? I'm a fucking...
Extra point by Carlson.
I'm a mind. I be thinking.
And the lead is now 10-3.
I'll keep trying shit. At the end of the day.
Carlson now to kick this one away.
Now you got to score on me. Come on with it.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And
Don't
they'll be
do
looking
nothing.
to
You
atone for
gotta
last
come at
time's
me, bro.
mistake of fumbling inside the
You
red
can't
zone.
dink and
Certainly
dunk.
they don't want to do that again.
And so
See
much
these
emphasis
outside
placed
quarters?
on
Give me
red
that
zone
seam
offense.
flat.
I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field.
Two men on
and to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll
takes
see
that
if they can
outside
make it less
shit away.
difficult on themselves on this drive.
I'm tired of getting
Line of
beat by them
scrimmage, again, the
motherfuckers.
25, second
Spam
and
it out
10.
routes. Put them outside quarters over there. Get the outside quarter, get the inside third.
Passing again. Dalton on second and 10.
There we go. All right, so now we got to put a cloud flat over there.
It's
We're going to keep that outside quarter.
They call it a gain of 19, and it
We're going
moves
to put
the
a cloud flat under
chains.
it. I'm going to show you how to do this.
Andy Dalton now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He drops it off for Bernard.
Oh, yeah, that
And he'll
flat
get it
under
into
there.
enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs can be a big part of any
Look at there. Got 2 men on the ball at all times.
Free. The collision there jarred the ball.
He cannot throw over the top of us,
down.
even with A.J. Green.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball.
It forces them into catching traffic every time.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now second and 10 after the
whatever else
incompletion
he's
on
trying to do,
first
I'm not
down.
worried about it no more. Not worried about none of that.
To throw again. Dalton rolling to his right. Wide open receiver complete.
You gotta come to me.
And they'll wind up getting this one all
now I don't
the way
have to play
down
those outside quarters
inside the
anymore.
20. A good pickup there,
Play inside
26
third.
yards.
Watch him, watch him.
Dalton operating in the red zone now.
Look at her.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Need outside quarters anymore.
It's
I'm in
always
the
a
red
battle.
zone.
Who's
You
going
gotta
to win on
come to me.
first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or
You're
more
not
on
throwing
first
deep.
down
I
is
don't
what
need
you're
to run
aiming
back
for.
like that.
They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Galvin away and
Inside
bring up
third.
second down.
So they'll come up after the
Press.
incompletion for second down. Throwing again. Dalton. Oh, the ball comes
all you
out
gotta
on
do,
the
baby.
hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'm the originator
Time
and
for
the
a
master
break.
of running a
We'll come
3-3-5.
back, see what
There's so much shit you
transpires
can do
after
out of it.
this. Big play coming up. Here's
Press.
third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Middle third. Make sure that shit's covered. Put him right here. Ain't worried about that.
They'll look to throw.
Look at there. Look at there. Jump the route. Look at there.
Crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley.
Well, we
And
know
he'll
what
go
we're doing,
down
man.
Inside the 15 at his
You're not
own
throwing over the top of
13-yard
this
line.
defense.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
He wanted it too bad. Conley wouldn't let him in front. So he's standing in this cover too. We're going to take that fade. Give me a hitch route to keep that dude distracted.
29. 29. Low.
Carr gonna look to throw.
Hitch route. Boom.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Do this all
And
day.
they're able to bring him down.
Once you show me what you like,
give him 7 on the
now
play,
you're in cover 3.
and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Once you show me what you like, there's no hope for you. You in baseline. I don't even need that corner over there. That corner over there is just sitting over there for no reason.
To throw his Carr.
Once you show me what you like. Oh, come on, Roberts.
Complete there. A nice hit.
Once you show me what you like, I'm going to take it the other way.
We've seen good cover skills on
Y'all
this
wait till
play
next year. I
throughout
have
this game,
Antonio
really, from
Brown,
both
boy.
teams. And there's another nice example
And
there
Tyrell
of them
Williams.
making it difficult to complete
And
a pass.
J.J. Nelson. Woo. I'll be so hyped by next year.
They've hit it 50%,
weapons.
3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Perfect opportunity. Pinch in. ID. Since he baselined, we don't need that guy over there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much room there, so get it up only to about the
Get him to
21.
burn a timeout. Cool.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. As
Now,
a
what I was
just
told,
70 seconds left to go in the game.
We're going to try this because then I won't have to play deep so much. We're in the red zone, so even if I don't get it, I can still play decent
Here now,
defense.
Johnny Townsend. And surprisingly, and they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short.
All I had to do
Montez
really was eat
perfect,
clock.
the one to get him down.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful.
All right, so he's
But
going
how
to
about
try
the
deep
defensive
again.
guys? They have to plan all week.
I
They
had
have
no
to
choice
prepare
but
all week.
to defend the
Special
outside
teams,
quarters.
it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes
Put
and
him
getting
right
a
there.
big stop.
Cover the inside third.
Back to throw.
Watch everything underneath. Look at that.
And his throw here's incomplete. The veteran safety, Reggie Nelson, right there in coverage.
While we
This
is
secondary
not worried,
as a unit,
know how to
they
play
work
defense.
really well together in this one, especially
Side right.
A lot of
seam
communication and some great athleticism. They're
Outside
playing
quarter,
so well now,
outside
a
quarter.
nickname is sure to follow.
Go
They're going to have
third.
to name this whole
Put him
unit
right
soon.
over there. Get him like right here. Not worried about him. He's just a running back. We confident we can stop whatever he's doing. Run like this.
He's back to throw.
Look at there. Two-man situation.
Oh,
He's not
only
catching
did
it.
he drop it, he dropped it
Even
in
with
the
AJ
end
Green.
zone.
And I don't have
Third
nobody
and
good
long
over there
coming up
to
defensively.
stop
You
AJ.
pressure the
It's just
quarterback and
two-man
drape all over the
situations.
passing lane.
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually
Outside
exclusive.
quarter,
They may have been at
outside
one time
quarter.
in football, but not
Him
anymore.
over here,
You want to have
inside
that pressure.
third.
If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him
Got a
after the
seam
quarterback,
flat over there.
and then make sure you blanket the field.
Just make sure we cover everything. Watch for
Back to
crossing
throw.
routes under.
And he comes back with one
Go.
complete.
He's got to call
And he
timeout.
will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
All right, so
They're
now
able to
the
convert
field's
on
even
third
shorter.
down, and that sets up a
So
first
now
and goal.
we can run hard
Nothing
flats.
open downfield, they went underneath.
And I don't
See if you
need
can
to
get it
cover
to your
that.
running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
They'll give it to Mixon.
Wow.
So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole
Hurst.
lot else.
All right, so now we're going to
Give
have to
him
send
4
some
on the
heat.
carry there at 2nd and goal. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Got to come after him.
Mixon trying to punch it in.
Come on. There we go.
They hold him
Use that
again,
timeout.
and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. A lot of tired bodies on that field,
Intentionally.
but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw.
Oh, I tried to get over there.
His ball is caught.
Knew it
It's
was
a
coming.
touchdown.
Damn.
And now in the final seconds, they're
Thought he was running a
PAT
slant.
away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir. That
That's
touchdown
all right.
puts him in striking distance. And let me tell you something.
Took him
Forget
long
being
enough.
conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on
So
the
let the
road. Want to
two-man
win it right
situation
now?
on him.
Win it right now.
At
Have
all
the
time,
momentum.
you try to
Go
lead
ahead
them.
and get it done.
Star receivers, 2 or 3
Very
men on.
important extra point
The
there.
way they don't
up and
catch it. That's
good.
his first
And
catch
we
in
may
the entire
very
game.
well be headed to overtime.
He gonna do this kick and it's gonna give me 2 points. Oh, I hope he does it. If the wind is going that way, it's gonna be a safety. It's gonna give me 2 points, and he's gonna have to kick it to me. It should.
Big mistake here by the kicker, kicking it out of bounds.
The one that drives coaches crazy. Keep it in the field of play and let your guys cover.
I could. Do the check now. So he's like in a cover 4. How do I stop cover 4?
29. 29. 618. Express. 24.
Back to throw, Carr. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side.
Let me user it!
Nearly
Damn, that's a
disaster there on
touchdown.
the check down. But they'll get it back. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here?
Same thing.
Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
It's a hitch.
694. 29. 29.
Carr to throw. Letting one go deep for Roberts. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Then he wins the coin toss. I hate that shit. Defend. Watch this shit. If I do it, it's gonna be a fucking safety. That's 7 miles an hour, man. That's playing with fire. I don't know if his kicker's got less kick power than mine. But I'm going to try it. Fuck it. You know, his game's going to let him win anyway because he done won the coin toss. I hate losing games like that.
And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
Don't give him the deep pass. That's all we got to do. Don't give him the deep pass.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Outside quarters, that.
Dalton here from the gun. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Green. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Play smart. Try to make sure he's covered.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Partner, this is a pretty good drive they're putting together, and I know if I'm on the other sideline, that offense, kind of helpless, isn't it? Because they may not touch the football at all, because if they go down and score a touchdown, this thing's over.
Absolutely, that would write an ending to this script. We'll see what happens. Second down, Dalton.
Damn, I left him wide open.
Right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive.
See A.J. Green in the slot.
From the gun, Dalton. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Quick slant there, gets him the 1st down, 6 yards on the play.
Look at this guy.
For Ross.
Good D.
He couldn't
That's why we get them outside quarters, man. He wanted that too
Ball
much.
pops out, incomplete.
That shit stop all that. Fake
Tremendous
screen,
field
wheel,
position
everything.
there, and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone, and they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
I can be cover 3 underneath if I want to be. And take those 2 safeties and play hook curls.
So 2nd down
show you how I
and
do
10.
that.
Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Take him. Hook curl. Hook curl. Boom. Now we got to cover 3 with the cover 4s over the top. And we can do whatever we want with this
Another
guy.
look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. And he's going to
Good
lose
shit.
a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride.
what he doesn't
and they go
realize
into every
is
job
even if he
wanting to
runs
keep
the
that
clock
guy
out, I
clean.
still have a
They
chance
want
to
that
score.
uniform with no grass stains, no
Clock
dirt,
is
nothing
meaningless
on
in
it.
overtime.
But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some
As long as I play
terrific
good defense.
athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So the
What we're gonna
sack,
do
and now it's
is
3rd and long for
we're gonna
Dalton
let
and the
him play
Bengals.
inside 3rd. I'm gonna cover him with that. We're confident that we could stop this.
Operating from the gun.
Watch the in
Dalton
routes.
steps away to his left. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a
Not
first
worried
down.
about you, Green. Not even worried about you. We playing defense. We're not letting you go over the top. You want that over the top too much. Look at this. Fuckery over here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. Again, here's Bernard.
go.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Reggie Nelson, the free safety, in on the
boy,
stop.
Reggie Nelson
Wasn't
coming in
able to
making
get
some
anything, no
tackles.
gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe
He
he's
gonna
being
call
a little
timeout.
careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job.
I still get a chance to score, my friend. So you can't fuck up. And I know I have to lead 2 men. Why green? Because if not...
And they need 5
So
yards
go
on
deep
3rd
half.
down here to keep this opening
Deep
drive
half.
of OT alive.
Middle third. We're going to have those flats covered. And we're going to press. He wants... Look at all that shit, guys. That's what you call defense.
From the gun.
Oh!
Dalton.
He got that! Oh!
Take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
That's so gay. And he sucked. I should have manned him. He got a little quick pass off, a bum. I wish I'd go in there and show. I should have went in there and show y'all the highlights. I had that shit dude contained, man. Only thing I told you, only thing he won was the coin toss. He was shut down the whole game.
Look at them, how to make it in America, real day one, ain't a lot of us, mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us, me and sis made it out, now she proud of us, they didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools, wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose, less money, less options, lot of rules, so when that first deal came, it was opportune, and shorty got potential, I scout that, she say she in love, but I doubt that, maybe it's the clout, I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shorty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club on these dirty vans, clean money and count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cock the rack. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. No money, now I'm in the Benz truck with a new honey. They said I wouldn't make it, I'm like, you funny.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the east side of the Bay Bridge in Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Chicago Bears.
Basically, just want to take whatever they like to do away.
Here's the former
They got a
Auburn
deep
kicker
threat
Daniel
receiver. Use
Carlson
that
to get
outside
this one
quarter.
started. And off we go from Oakland.
I know, right?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return.
Because, I mean, I'll dominate
And
the
they'll
guy
take
both
it out
sides
to the
of the field.
25.
That's the only way the motherfuckers can beat me is some bullshit like that happen. You win the fucking coin toss and there's nothing I can do. Like, come on now. I've been shutting you down the whole game doing the same thing. I don't worry about it too much no more, man, because I already know, hey, I got to stop raging sometime. Like, I get stressed out. I don't quit the game, but I know it be bullshit. One thing about me, I don't quit. Alright, you got Robinson. Sometime I might need to check. He's gonna come over here.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the
Yeah, I
pickup
do
there,
not
and the
quit.
drive starting very nicely.
The one
First
thing
down.
about me, I can't quit, man. It's against
And
my
there we see
nature.
an early burst that makes him one of the
Losing
leading
makes you
rushers in
better.
the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Losing will
And he
make
will
you
be
better.
brought down at about the 40.
Because you can go back and see how you lost.
Arden Key, the ex-LSU Tiger.
You
there
see
on
what
the stop.
formations killed
Well, I
you. You
think
see
that's
how
what
you
they're
get
going to need to do
penetrated.
here in the first half.
You know, you
You've
see
gotta
how
take
people
some
try to
pressure off
exploit
this
what
young
you're doing.
quarterback, and no better way to do
And
it
it makes you
than to
better
establish
just
the
being,
running game early.
you know, knowledge is power at the end of the day. If you rage quit, how are you going to know what's going to be able to beat what you like to do?
18.
You know?
Hey, gotta go.
I should fucking put
On
that quarter
second
over there.
down, Trubisky.
Oh,
This
get over
is
there,
Gabriel
Hurst,
on
with
the
your slow
catch.
ass.
And he gets us to the other side
They
of
like to run a
midfield
drag
across the 45 before going out. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears first down.
So I can run though. I can still got to
Good
cover
throw,
those
good catch,
outsides,
but I really like
but
the
I'm going to cover
route,
those
the drag,
flats.
and being able to run away from
then just give
defenders.
me the
Hard to
outside
stick with them
quarters.
for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
Better against man, because now you're running away from
him right
someone,
here.
and you're not running into
right
a
here.
defensive player in another zone.
now Trubisky on first down. He's
we
going to
go.
dump that off to his running back, Cohen. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even
Outside
with that
quarter,
completion,
outside
0
quarter.
yards gained, so they're behind schedule on
Bring
down
him
and
in.
distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down inside the
You want to
30.
run that. All right, so we'll give him the cover
15
three.
yards there on the catch and run.
We'll cover that.
18.
We'll put this dude in the hook.
Gotta go.
Cover all this.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at
Worried
about
about
the
that.
25 after a pickup of 4.
We adjust to what we
When we see
believe
those runs
he's
to the
going to try to
perimeter, when we
do.
see those runs to the edge, we
I know how
think
to
about
shut
big
down
breakers, don't we? In
gun
this
bunch.
case, it was a modest gain, but it
I
does
run
open
gun
up
bunch. I know what
possibilities
his
here on
weakness
second
is.
down.
Let's go.
You're worried about Burton. Put him in man. Him in deep half.
Now
Spot
Trubisky
route.
to throw on second.
I know about the spot route.
And he completes it to Cohen.
Man, can I get a block shed?
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there.
Okay.
25
So I'm gonna
yards
watch
for the
next time I see that
touchdown.
delay route,
And
I'm
the
gonna watch
Bears
for the
take it all
halfback.
the way down the field and score
I
on
really
the
need to put
opening
a hard
drive.
flat. So basically
Cody
what he's
Parkey is
doing,
on
he's
now for the
attacking
point
hard
after.
flats every play. So next time I come out, I'm playing
Parkey
hard
adds
flats.
the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Try to put that in my memory bank. You know, if someone's beating me with something, I'm taking notes. So when the next drive comes, I'm going to be able to take it away. And I'm going to slowly digest him until he gives me his main course. Once I take all the, go-to shit away,
Here's
and
Parkey
he has to
now,
go over
set
the
to
top,
kick it away.
he's going to be in hella problems, trouble.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
I got to get back into doing what I say I'm going to do. If I'm going to run the ball, I need to go ahead and get into it now. This halfback plunge
Carr
play,
and the
man,
Raiders
it's pretty
come up first
clutch.
and 10 at their 25-yard line.
We're going to slide left,
You got 56 there.
ID that guy.
A first carry now from Marshawn Lynch. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I don't like that.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Cancel.
Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. Finds Roberts left side. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Cover three, Sky.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started.
This guy with the pause and shit. I hope he ain't trying to do what that dude did yesterday with the pause glitch shit, man. Just play, bro. Don't be trying to use gimmicks.
It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Back a little deep like that, he's either in man or cover 4.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And
wow, Roberts.
Hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Their boy down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They do go for it. It's Carr.
Oh, how overthrow the
hook up there. It's incomplete.
Wow.
A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and that will force a turnover on downs.
All right, so I gotta watch these hard flats every round.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
High point pass. That should have been a catch and go.
Brandon Gordon, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter.
All right. ID hard flats.
Let's go.
So we're going to play the hard flats.
Now Cohen. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
He likes that stretch run, too.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run
stretch running.
Created some space, and he got there.
We're going to do it like this.
They run. This is Cohen.
Wow. He goes inside.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears will extend their lead. Now Parkey for the extra point. Parkey with the extra point.
All right, Bryant, that one's on you for missing that pass, man.
14-0.
Come on, you can't be doing that. I need y'all to make catches here. We can still come back and get in this game.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Bruh, just running my dudes
And he's
over.
up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet. and try and generate some
switch.
offense on this drive.
That can be
Anything.
covered.
At
That can
least
be
3
multiple
points,
coverages.
get that 0 off the
But
board.
we got another little play. We like out of here.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Flushed out right.
Look at Carr.
He'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
He press. You know what we do to press. Ain't worried about that. Come on, bring him back in.
734.
Now Carr throwing on second down. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Man, I just motion him to do that. Come on. Press. He's got him over there.
618.
Let me do this.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play.
Come on, man. How is that little slow-ass linebacker keeping up with Rashard? Come on now.
Into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Who the fuck was that? He got like a big-ass number 90-something. Running stride for stride with a fucking 90-speed halfback. Like, what the fuck?
And that one makes it 14-7.
Let Cohen, whoever he got back there.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
D4's on the Chiefs. Well, this year, he just got moved over to the 49ers. He got traded. I don't know why you waste your time doing that, bro. I ain't kicking it to you.
And this kick goes out of bounds, and that's
There's also another one, guys. I'll show you if I score again.
And now you can see the defense greeting the kicker as they go out to play. The starting field position for the offense is excellent. Puts a lot more pressure on the defensive guys.
Yeah, and if the kicker thinks he's lonesome, he's really lonesome after a play like this.
He better hope that he's lonesome, because who's ever standing next to him is probably on the defensive side, and they're none too happy.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 13. This is Cohen on the toss. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Audibles.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24.
And recently I've just been adding
plays. I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key to left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
All right, this is what we want to get them in. We want to get them in pressure situations.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
All right, we're just going to run a deep half.
Hey, gotta go.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. And a quick
Forgot
throw
about
here, that's
that.
complete. A very solid gain of 27.
If I don't make that adjustment. I need a hard flat, and then I need to cover that wheel route. He's going to keep doing it. Yeah,
Trubisky
no.
will come up here 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. This is Cohen. Good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early.
I know, right?
They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means
I just gotta find.
that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young
I want to
quarterback.
jump that
Let's all
route.
get together and run it,
But at the same
and take
time,
the pressure off.
I know he's going to be running that flat route. So I got to watch the flat route. It's either on the drag from the right or the fucking halfback drag.
Trubisky.
Ah!
Quick hitter here. It's complete.
I knew the drag would come.
And he gets it down to the 32. That's
player
good
tendencies.
For only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well,
All right,
if
he's
you do
either
leave man
running that
coverage,
crossing
Brandon,
route.
the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it
drag.
because you're running away from people on it.
There's
From the gun on 3rd
halfback.
down, it's Trubisky. The catch made by
So I need
Miller.
I need a purple route over there too.
Inside the 15-yard line. He's got his first catch
So
here
he's
before
not really
halftime,
attacking
and it
the
goes for a
there.
1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their
The seam
passing
flat.
game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Gilgris, watch these 2 routes, or we could just watch the middle third.
From the red zone now, here's
Man beater
Trubisky on
route.
1st down. That's complete, right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
My
Nice
best
rhythm
bet is
throw
to
there
run a
on
sink.
1st down. He located
Man
his
match.
tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
He's got me doing
Hoping he
too
can
much.
break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And they'll go on the ground.
Damn, man.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the
Run a
offense.
sink defense.
As they stop it with 16 seconds
He's
to
either
go.
running
in
dive
half
or he
number
running
one.
the stretch. And if you run the
Play
stretch,
number 7 coming on this
you're running
drive.
it
It's 3rd
to
and
the fucking
inches.
halfback. So I can put him right there.
They come out here in the eye. On 3rd down, it's Cohen, and he will
Take
have
that
the
last time
first
out.
down before he's brought down at the 3.
Same thing will stay in the sink.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they
gonna
stop it
spy
with 11
one.
seconds remaining in this first half.
I'm gonna spy him. Spy him.
You see it? You see it?
He ain't got no timeout, so if he doesn't get this, we win. We beat him here.
Here's Trubisky to throw.
Good shit.
And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Same thing, man. We're going to stay in the sink.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Spy, vert.
18.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And this is incomplete.
Good shit!
Clock showing just 3 seconds left. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
Wow.
And Parkey's kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get
Good red
multiple,
zone defense,
but I always
baby.
love on these offsides is when each side points
That
at the
keeps me
other.
in the
Hey,
game.
you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Yeah, take him. Go
Very
lead block.
short
Get
kick.
up, Waller.
This will be
Get up.
taken by one of the up men. That's it for the first half. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. And
all I gotta do is just play more defense like that,
and
I got him shut down.
Getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Keep making
Set
him
to
take field
resume.
goals.
Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on
Get back
offense
in
first
what
to
I like
start
to do.
quarter number 3. They have the ball here
Cover
for the
3.
inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big
Fuck.
deficit, though. We'll
Can't
see
do it
what
for this
adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than
I
it
could
actually
beat it with
is,
this.
right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And
There's another way to
scripting
beat
something
cover
that
3.
They expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that
Just
script
try
is
to
a good
try
one
to stay
for
away
them.
from the
A
obvious.
really good pickup of 28 yards.
There's another way to beat cover 3. Just disguise it, you know? Know how to beat the coverage and disguise it.
Carr now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And taking it across
your audibles.
midfield and inside the
Take what
45.
he gives you. See, I know his base
They've
defense
got
is in a
another
cover
first
3.
down. The Raider passing
So,
game clicking on all cylinders right now.
I can take advantage of that.
24.
Carr now on first down. And this
Wow.
one's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts. That'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether
Damn,
it's playing
man.
this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that
Cover
pass
3
goes
again.
incomplete.
Ball
No,
on
yeah,
the
they're covered.
42 as they
Man
come
or
up
covered.
2nd and 10.
I don't care if you base the line. Someone
Carr
out
will
of
try it
position.
again on second down.
It let him catch
Incomplete,
up. Like,
almost
come on, man.
intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first,
EA,
but instead it's third down.
Don't cheat me now.
This offense in
Like, if he drops the
desperate need of a
pass, fine,
conversion
but
as they
don't
come up on third down.
let the guy run all the way across the field.
To throw on third down, Carr.
Wow.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes
One-man
down.
pass rush.
Eddie Goldman coming in to drop him for a loss of 8.
I got you.
And it'll be
One-man
fourth
pass
down.
rush. That's how we doing.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll go for it. It's Carr.
Wow, you're dropping the ball.
A surprise
Why?
move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
Damn, man, I can't
Trubisky
wait till
brings the
fucking
Bears
next year.
up
That's
first
all.
and 10,
That's my only
right
motivation
at the
right now.
50-yard line.
Next year.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Forced out to his
Oh, I
left.
left that dude wide
Now he'll
open.
throw deep left side.
Damn.
Touchdown, Chicago.
Let my guard
Gabriel,
down.
50
I gotta stop doing
yards. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a
Fucking
little bit.
receivers
Get some
dropping
breathing
them
room.
balls,
And I don't
man.
want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that
I just
everyone's
realized
saying
I
the
don't
exact same
lose.
thing in every
It's
situation.
not a skill-based thing.
But
Because
I
like
do
if it
know
was
that
skill,
all
I would
32
win.
teams
I'm
have an
losing
emphasis
because
on
the
starting
game
fast.
making me
Game
drop
to
shit
being on
wide
second
open.
half, no matter what.
on
Those
now.
first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start second
Look at
half.
her.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard
I know, right?
line. The
with
Raiders
possession
offense
catch,
now,
supposed to
they
get on the
trot
ground,
back
catch it.
out. And last time
Live to
out,
see
went for
another
it
day.
on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events,
Damn,
right?
man.
The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it,
Get
but
our
it
wheel
showed
route.
confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in
Their
you
cover
guys.
3
Go
beater
pick
over
it
there.
up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the
at this.
bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
I'm a man running so.
And now the ball.
Wow!
Lost it. Fumble. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. He had gained
Uh,
really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down.
How
after
is
you
that
got
fumble?
the
He's on the
run.
ground.
You don't
First of
have
all,
to prove your toughness.
No one touched
You know, I
him.
think
Why
that's
did
what
he
a lot
fumble
of
it?
coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage,
Damn,
get
man.
down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Following the
just takes
fumble
my whole
recovery, it's
momentum away.
Trubisky. He's going to wind up and air it out. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
How do y'all deal with it?
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. He's going to let this one go deep. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down, couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Man, it wouldn't let me get on that fucking route.
Open man is Miller. He's got it. 25 as they convert on 3rd.
She's pissing me
I
off,
know many
man.
people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Hey, gotta go.
2nd and 10, it's Trubisky again.
Wow, really?
And it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bears will extend their lead.
This ain't even a matter of skill
he is a
anymore.
reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him
game just
involved there
doesn't
for
want
a
me to
score.
win.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Over here. Give me a fucking hard flat. Give me this.
Hey, 18.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky.
Look at that.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And is there bad blood here? I mean, go for 2 when you're up that much?
If there wasn't before, there is now. When you do that, you've just announced to everyone, you just
It'll
don't
kind
care
of take your
about the
momentum
other
away
side
when
at
you
all.
see
All
the
you care
game's
about is
already
what you're
against you.
doing, and they just want to pile up points.
They did. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're
This
exactly
shit
right.
just kind of
All game long,
pisses you off.
They've struggled moving the ball,
Some type
turning
of
it
way.
over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Carr. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Look at this
and
shit.
it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up
Receivers
2nd
dropping
down.
balls.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it
Wide
just shows
open.
how
How the
difficult it is to
hell
pick
do
apart
you
his own
drop
defense.
something
Those
wide
guys are
open?
sitting back,
Like,
and they're not playing the receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Then how does his man even catch up to me after being wide
Again
open?
here on 2nd and 10.
Somebody go deep.
Now he'll let
Look
it
at
go
her.
deep left side. It got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play that time for the Raiders. 43 yards. And at
Even
this
if I
stage,
score, the
down in the
game's
second
over,
half, looks
man.
like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's,
man.
and that's exactly what they did there.
And now a throw on first
I know
down
that y'all
there, but
just
it's
seen that man
incomplete.
just get
He
sucked
couldn't
into an
quite hold it.
animation to
Got
deflect
hit.
my ball.
Ball
Like, he
pops
teleported
out,
over there.
incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10
Come on
now
now.
from about the 32.
EA, stop cheating me. Come on, man. That should be pissing me off.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. They're spinning away.
Why are you spinning that way? Why are you running
And he'll
backwards?
lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Where's my forward
They call that
progression?
A loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
That shit right there don't make no sense. You
Well,
get
that
more
last completion
progression when you
certainly
get
not
that.
what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third.
This make no sense, man.
Again, it's Carr. Lets it go for Nelson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Make no sense, man. Games against me on all types of levels right now. Bad field position spots. Like, where's the logic and forward progression if they're not going to give it to you?
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Shit, man.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Flush to his right. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is... Back now in the East Bay.
I don't even like you
a lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
You could have got a contract with Oakland, but nah, you want to make more money. You want to be stingy. They offered you money. They offered you over $100 million.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Working from the gun, it's Carr.
Overthrow.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
There we go.
And it's caught. Roberts has it for a Raider touchdown. Seth Roberts, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
So all he going to do is run stretch runs. So I need to defend the stretch. So I got to put both of my safeties in, man. I got to leave my inside linebackers in a zone so that they don't get sucked into a block. The whole point of the stretch run is outside run. You need inside players in zone, blitz on the outside.
And the kickoff sails out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty.
You can see the looks on the faces of the rest of the team. You have one job to do. Just kick the ball and play.
Well, that's exactly right, Charles. The kicker, this is just inexcusable.
Absolutely inexcusable. Everyone out there slugging it out for the entire game. Execute your job.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 13. And they'll run it here. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Stop his thing.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bifema Bagley, used to say, don't go fortissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. The Bears on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And Miller with it over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
Now Trubisky to throw, eluding the pressure right. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And it's wide 9, man.
Now, I know it's only a loss of a couple of yards, but when you get near the sidelines, just flip the ball out of bounds, incomplete, and save the yardage. Save the yards, not your stats.
Let's play this.
Let's go. We go.
him that and just
On
watch.
second down, Trubisky.
Oh, come on!
Took a shot, couldn't
When
get
I'm
off.
using it,
was
he
trying to hit
overthrows
Taylor
it. But he
Gabriel
been on
that
target
time.
the whole
And it's
game.
third
Get the
down.
fuck out of
A
here.
little too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong.
Gotta play that.
Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
On third down, that's Cohen. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
He's gonna play
3
respect.
yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
He's not gonna respect me. Okay. I'm gonna stand this wide 9.
And a
in the
tough
pocket.
ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9.
All I can do is just watch this. Take away what he likes to do.
Hey, gotta go.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And
How did he catch that on 2 people, man? Come on!
got it well across
That was
midfield,
covered!
40 before it's all said and done. Fourth down conversion.
Damn, I
usually
hate this
think
game so
1, 2,
much.
3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. Oh, and now he bowls it
How did that
over.
boy,
And he works it
180
past the
pounds and
30,
just take a hit
almost to
stick
the
like that?
25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards
Damn,
and another
man.
first.
Hey, gotta go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Again, it's Cohen. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They
Motivation
only
kind
got
of
a
go out
couple
the
on that
window,
one, so
man.
not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Lock in.
Out of the gun, Trubisky.
Took the drag right away, but he still catches it.
And
Oh,
incomplete.
good shit.
The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see
Motivation
anything
go
to
out
run
the
to the flag.
window,
No,
man.
I'm
You
with
covering
you. There was
shit.
contact, but I'm happy they
I mean,
kept
that's
that
twice
flag
we
in
held
the
him a
back
field
pocket.
goal.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know,
Yeah,
in
we
this
can hold
league,
him
you
to
can
field
never have
goals,
enough
but
points. But this widens it out, as
I
you
need a
said.
turnover.
And now
I
it's
need
all
a
about
score
ball
right
control,
here.
isn't it?
To return,
to
it's
force it.
DeAndre Washington. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. They're down big
Damn,
here
man, we're
late.
getting
I
cheated
don't
so
know.
bad.
You just one last drive here for pride.
Could have had a
Some
pick
people like to
6
do
on
that.
one of them, but
I
he
remember playing for a guy
randomly
once who were down
overthrows it when I'm
huge,
using
and someone
it.
said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's
Make
get
it
out of here
happen.
They do
and
that.
do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better
Yeah.
as they
Suspect
continue
that
to, as they
shit.
continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one
we
behind
got
them.
to score.
On first down, Carr.
How do you get a midfield press like that?
And
Come on, man.
free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up
Bruh,
second
bumped
down.
me, Pat. That's pass interference, is
Those
it not? You
passes
can't
out
touch
that
me past
far
5
wide
yards.
Always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is
Come on,
it
man.
allows
Where's
the
the
defender
PI
to
at?
gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a
It's
chance
an
to
illegal
affect the pass.
push. Bruh, pressed me at the first
Ball
at the
on
chain
the
mark.
30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Damn, man.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr.
Get him!
He's going to let it fly.
You better not drop this. Oh my
The
God,
left
EA!
falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Really?
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield.
Where's that
But that's
shit,
okay
man?
because
Like, I'm
the
killing
second
this
part
dude
of that is,
skill-wise.
If you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to
He
stretch
getting
them out a little
everything.
bit, and they may have
Going
to change
his way.
accordingly.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. He finds Robert.
Wow, we got
Complete.
one.
And now before this first down play,
Thank
we're going to
you.
get a timeout here.
Jesus.
As he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
And I gotta watch out for that damn safety. So to watch the safety.
808.
Give me a fucking hitch route.
734.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And complete right side to Cook. And he's going to get this inside.
I'm out of bounds. Why is the clock still
17
ticking?
more
Like
yards on that
stupid
one
shit
as
like
they keep
that.
the drive rolling.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and
All right,
more
you gave me
coming
a
into
chance
the
by
league.
doing that,
Those
bro.
guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain
worried
that
about
additional
that.
yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. On 1st and 10, here's Carr.
Really?
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And
EA,
took
really?
the ball off course.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone.
Hike it, hike it, hike it.
Carl trying again
Go, go,
on
go.
2nd down. And it's caught. Roberts has it for a Raider touchdown. Seth Roberts, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders get a score closer. Carlson on for the PAT.
Oh, fuck it.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
One that I know works. Rashard, I need you. We go to what works around here.
So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2.
694. 694.
Carr to throw again.
Hey, oh my God! How? Really?
Set up a case.
Really?
In the second game,
Really?
They were ready.
And I think that in most places
Wow.
on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an
Stupid
open
shit like
receiver.
that, man.
But condensed near the
EA
goal
just
line
don't want
on
you
a
to win.
two-point
When EA
conversion,
don't want you to win, they're
all
like,
that
huh?
there's not any extra field.
They
So it
throw
kinda
all the
closes
wrenches
in
at
on
you.
them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And this is going to be taken in by the
That
Bears, and it appears
Richard
they're going to
never
win this
drops that
game.
pass.
They knew they
Never.
needed a miracle. They
And
had
all
to
of a
have that
sudden he
onside
drops it.
kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
You got saved, my dude. You got saved.
Red, up. Good. 180. Blue, blue.
He ain't gonna do nothing but run the ball.
Blue.
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now we
Don't
won't
get
see
greedy,
a play
bro.
on first
Don't get
down. We're going to
greedy.
get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to
Get greedy.
use here in the final stages. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Here's Trubisky. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Can't deal
Then
with
we got
this
to give
game
a little
right
tip
now.
for the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult.
Who's gonna let
because
him score?
they tried
Regardless
the
what I
crossing
do,
route against it,
the game
and it
is
worked
going
for a
to let him
completion,
score,
but
or
you have to know
some
where
kind
the
of
sticks are on third down.
bullshit is about to
Didn't
happen.
get beyond
I just
them,
sense it.
no pickup.
Even if I defend it or think I defend it right, I won't.
They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. This will be caught at about the 5. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter.
Right,
they felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got.
And this will be called.
Call it.
Forget taking
You
the
defend
knee.
it right,
It's
still going to get it.
As they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room.
He drops that one.
But the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Man.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's
perfect
another thing
game.
to win and put up the amount
That's
of points
twice
that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to
just
put
take
up
your
that
momentum
number
out
of
of even
points,
wanting to play the
continually
game.
feeling like they're
Why
moving
would
the
you
ball
put
and
a
things
DDA
are
in
working
there?
and clicking. They think that they can bottle
It's
this
going to
and
drive
carry
your
it with them.
community away
As an
from wanting to
offensive
play the game.
coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been
Man,
watching the
dropping
NFL
balls,
on
easy
EA
first
Sports.
downs.
For more, log on to easports.com. From Oakland, we sign off.
When I'm
So
on
long,
the
everybody.
user, on the right route, in the right spot, he randomly overthrows it. Like, come on, man. Why can't I have luck like that? Why can't I get mulligans? Be like, oh, shit. I made a bad read. Overthrow. Come on, man. Just don't understand some of the logic in this game. And when you get y'all rank up, like, it really affects you more when you in the top 1%. I do notice that. Like, if you're not ranked or if you're in the bottom tier, bottom 10%, it doesn't hurt you. You know? You come into the top 1%, bro, you gotta deal with this shit. And I guess that's how they balance the game out to where the people in the bottom half can catch up to the people in the top half. That's ridiculous, man. I'm sitting there beating this guy with skill, but he's getting twice, man. Shit. Can't fault me, man. I'm playing the right defense. I'm covering everything. Maybe we get it now. Wish it was like yesterday, like the end of yesterday, man. I was rolling on all cylinders. If I can just have one game where I'm not fucked with, y'all can see, how good I really am. But it's hard when it's always the animations or they get fucking no booty calls and shit. Like the fucking game when I played what team was that? The first game I played, first half, dude dropped the ball, but they gave him the completion. I know y'all seen that shit, right?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the east side of the Bay Bridge in Oakland, California.
He dropped the ball before he went out of bounds.
The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed.
Okay.
This crowd in silver and black, they are
And he will lock down the
fired
whole
up as
game.
their Raiders
He
get
made one
set to
catch.
face off with the Houston Texans.
Alright,
Here's
so
the
this one I gotta watch
former
out for
kicker
Fuller.
Daniel
I already know
Carlson
about
to get
Fuller.
this one
I
started.
shouldn't have kicked
And
to
off
him,
we
but
go
I'm
from
taking a
Oakland.
chance.
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Stay out in front. Don't get sucked.
Oh, look at that.
There we go.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
I gotta get my focus back.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the
See,
line
we could
of
stop the
scrimmage.
stretch in this game,
They'll
but we
wind
couldn't
up
stop it in
losing
the other
3
one.
yards here. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Interesting. Alright, I'm going to take a guess. Oh, he got Fuller in the slot, so we're going to go inside quarter.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
But I seen Fuller there. Let's see if I can bait him. I want to bait his ass. And he would do that shit.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
We can stop running.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Trying to.
On 2nd down, here's
Damn,
Miller.
I got fucking blocked.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's Watson, escaping the right, and he'll find Akins.
I knew Khan was just trying to bait it just enough.
Inside the 15, just
didn't have
a
enough
yard or
speed.
2 shy of the 10. And a nice gain at 21
I wanted it to get over so he would throw it. Damn. I wish I had like Derwin James or something, man. Derwin would pick that off.
The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Both my safeties, man.
Now it's Watson.
Take. Give me that!
Oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by
You ain't want it.
Melvin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the
Should have been a
football
user
back.
pick, but I'll take
Certainly
the
not
swat.
how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
It's either cover 2 man, cover 4. So,
6-18. Go. Get set.
with him going out there like that looked like man. So I need to get me like a little, pull that safety back.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
Let me use it!
Now
Man.
tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
Oh, and
I
that's a
try
nice
to
job
use it,
defensively
man.
to get a piece of the
Damn ball.
football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill.
Shit.
And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Why?
After the interception, here's Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. The Clemson connection. Watson to Hopkins for a big one. And even 40 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. from the red zone now. Watson.
Give me that.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13.
Well, ain't worried, man. Throw it to my user, man.
35-yard line.
You play with fire.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Letting one go deep.
There we go.
It's complete.
Another touchdown.
Nice pickup of 33 yards.
Really?
The last drive he threw the pick, but
yeah,
he's not shy. He's going downfield again.
Yeah, have it out
and you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
I could get that fade, but that's a star cornerback.
Shotgun now for Carr. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Martavis Bryant from 4 yards out. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
I have to switch to him.
Carlson now to kick
Fuller
this
back
one
there,
away.
so we need to go ahead and switch to a man that can beat him.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
All right.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message,
and they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Throw that slot.
Give him 30 yards there. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback.
He went to the slot fade.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Baited him.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting
I've seen it too. My man was running stride for stride with him.
You've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Here's Watson.
What you got over there, bro?
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, my game plan. Anytime y'all know someone got a fast receiver, man, take him away. You take him away, you can get coverage sacks like this. Because that's usually their primary. If their primary receiver is a deep receiver, then they're fucked up. They ain't got nothing to look forward to.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
I need a fucking inside quarter.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. It got his man.
He caught that.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big 30-yard play.
I'm going to use this blitz I was using yesterday. He come out in that
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Ridiculous.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. Quick move by Miller. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's
work,
another first and 10. So
outside,
first and 10 now from the 30.
Soft squats.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Griffin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Roll out again.
On first and 10, Watson. Flush to his right. Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Back to the air, Watson on second down. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. The Texans on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be third and 13.
Outside. Curl flat. E-pap. And that. I want to make sure I flood that side with zones. And I'll use her this. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got like 5 zones over there.
Out of the gun, Watson. Dancing to his left. Hopkins on the ground over the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
That's what we need. Oh,
and
come
a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10.
Got a guy kind of close. Normally I'd try it. Let's see.
From the gun, it's Carr.
Yep.
Eluding the pressure.
Throw the ball! He's wide open!
Loss here as he's taken down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And this is Cook with the ground.
Oh, come on, I can't jump over.
That one goes for 36 yards. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. From the right hash, this. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Had to get a little bit closer.
Carlson able to put this one through. So, all right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. That's fielded in the end zone. Hopping over the top. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing,
wow.
hit them with something else.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Wow.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right.
Wow!
Is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me.
Twice in a row.
Anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Carr, count
now
your
they face
fucking
a 3rd
blessings,
and 10
bro.
after
You about to
back-to-back
get benched.
incompletions.
You miss one more, and that's bench.
Operating from the gun, Carr. He finds Roberts, complete. 20, 10. And all the way in.
Jesus.
Touchdown, Oakland. Seth Roberts, 70 yards.
Never get beat by the mid-blitz again with that play.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15
That's the
now.
mid-blitz killer play. Same thing. We're going to kick it to Fuller.
Carlson now to kick
We're going to
this
get on
one
the
away.
closest man we can. We're going to run around.
This will be taken to
He's
the back of
running
the
left.
end zone.
Doing too much.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson.
Coverage
as
sack.
he throws there, incomplete.
Coverage hit.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game. And there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Now Watson. Going deep for Hopkins.
Bruh, stepped out of bounds.
He's got it at the 15.
Wow.
And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. Watson to Hopkins for a huge hookup, 47 yards. On first down, Watson. And that is incomplete.
That would have been a
This
pick
is
if I
the
would have
right
got my
idea. I think
hands
they've got
on
to get the tight
it.
end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
Nope.
And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
Flush to his
Got
right.
him.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Soft squat.
Picked up by Gary and Conley.
Soft
and
squat.
nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at
Soft
their own
squat
4-yard
adjustment.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Down there, bro.
OP, OP.
Your little mid-blitz setup.
637.
You got a man open, you in bait, you done baseline. You know you done fucked up,
On
right?
first down, Carr. He's going to float this one. Oh,
Don't
this is
baseline
taken
on me.
in. It's complete. A gain of 39 that time.
That's a
What
big-time
happened
pitch and
when you
catch right there,
baseline
partner.
people?
I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this.
I want
They were
bomb on
holding
your
their
ass.
breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And next year, I'm going to have J.J. Nelson. Oh, you better not base a line on me. That boy got 96 speed. I already like to throw it deep. Shit. You give me someone that can run deep.
Throwing on first down is Carr.
Whee!
He's going to walk one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory.
Love passing
A
the
big
deep
play
ball.
that time for the Raiders. 51 yards.
I do it with high percentage.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in
It's
winning
just
and
them
losing.
passes right
Those
there,
types of
man.
plays
My
that can knock a
receivers
defense
ass.
off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be
What I
incomplete.
need. Ooh, I can get a tight end back there? Let me find. Ow!
They come up here with another shot
Might
from the
make
6-yard
my
line,
second
and it's
string.
second and goal now. Carr. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Cause
A
it's a tight end.
touchdown
Don't
saving
even run
tackle
block.
there. Now it's third and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps
Yeah,
pretty
so
well,
better
but
use 'em, 'cause
somehow
I ain't
able
got
to
no
muscle his
fullback
way
that
open
can
and catch
block.
the ball.
Raider 2.
Get that motion.
They'll run for it with Lynch. And he's over the line and in.
And he quit. Every game I win, nobody wants to stick around. They always quit. Every fucking time.
If the squad ain't with me, then it ain't right.
Oh man, give me a second. Shit. Alright. This will be my last one for the day. I need to settle down.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the east side of the Bay Bridge in Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the New York Giants.
He got the Giants. Ain't no telling who he got back there.
And Charles, this is one of those inexcusable special teams penalties, an out-of-bounds kickoff.
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Sometimes errors occur because of situations.
The pitch goes to Barkley. Finding room at the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Lawletta on first down. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Lawletta from the 50. To Shepard, complete over the middle.
What's your PSN? Yo, how many seconds is it get to pause?
Down near the 30-yard line.
I'm just gonna try that.
Lawletta looking for a first down throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue.
And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants take it right down and score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Brown's going to be overpowered next year, man.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, get set. 185. Hey, switch gears. Check 93 for Mike. 24. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Shotgun now for Carr.
Wow.
And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Carr now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep.
Ooh, good one.
Take it in at the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Seth Roberts, 52 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Throwing it deep.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Ain't got Eli Apple either.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line.
This guy. Now I got to follow this guy deep.
Oh, spinning away. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
We're just going to play wide 9.
New York set to take the field.
We're going to play.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
To Barkley on the check down. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's Lawletta now on 2nd.
Good
Escaping
coverage.
the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Lawletta. And the Raiders have got him. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility to ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Alongside Charles Davis.
I like getting these little coverage sacks out of this wide 9.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Adjustment too.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A shotgun snap to Lauletta. Buying
There's
time to
another
his
coverage
left.
sack.
And this is going to be incomplete. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
He doesn't
Yeah,
know
they
I'm
get the
doing it
sack
from
on
a
first
wide
down,
9,
then
so
they
I got
force
a better
incomplete pass.
pass
Now they're just a
rushers
play
there.
away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to
Right
hold
here.
up.
This is 3rd and long. Here's Lauletta. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Lauletta to throw.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Give him 30 yards there. To the air yet again.
Oh, they didn't let me use her. Come on now. That would have been a pick.
Touchdown, Giants. Odell
Won this
Beckham
shit.
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are in for 6. Rosas good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7.
Hell, I miss having Obi Melifonwu, man.
Rosas now to kick this one away.
They took so much away from me this year. Obi, Bruce
This is taken
Irvin,
about 7 yards deep.
Lil Mac, of course.
And he's able to get it across
Amari
the
Cooper.
20, but not by much, as he's marked
Hell,
down
even James
at the
Cowser,
21-yard
man. Like,
line.
he's even back on the
And now
team.
Oakland ready to take the field.
He's
And they
not
wait
on
a
the
long
fucking
time
roster
to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking
They
for
have
is the
no
defense
budget.
getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Flushed out right. And it's hauled
Get in
in
front
by
and block.
Jared Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Keep playing over the top. We
A
attack that
gain of
mid-level.
32 that time.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone
Oh,
off
look at that
tendency
stiff arm.
quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. They'll give him 8 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Flush to his right. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. He completes it to Bryant. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
I don't need you not to be impressed. You're on a cloud flat, bro. You can only follow me so
On
deep.
1st and 10, here's Carr.
Possession catch, man.
Ball
Get it
pops
and
out,
get on the
incomplete.
fucking ground.
They're going for a receiver there. Already
Damn.
has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way.
Man.
Under pressure, and he will
How y'all
go
let that
down.
one guy
Set back at the 38. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help
One
the offensive
guy,
line out.
man.
They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted one fourth down.
All right, so I need. Ooh.
6-18.
From the gun, it's Carr.
Man,
And complete right side to Cook.
what a fucking read.
And they'll have it
Let's
in
go.
the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 19. Into the red zone. It's Carr. Being chased out left. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there from 19 yards away. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying
Had
this
to been a
thing
divide
up.
in here somewhere, my
But it's
friend.
a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
Had to
This
be
is
the risk
caught
taker.
on the right flat. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful.
That right there is. That was a good drive, man. Y'all seen those fucking flat passes I hit? I don't think Carr would have got sacked.
And oh, he kicked it out of bounds. That's a big penalty.
And this is where the rest of the team turns and stares at the kicker and says, you have one job. Execute it.
A toss out to Barkley. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath. Settle down.
User!
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Don't
Picked
throw
up
to
by
who?
Gabriel Conley.
My
And they're
user.
gonna set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head
You
and
gotta
figuring out,
respect that motherfucker.
okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now after the INT, it's Carr finding his safety valve here.
Yeah,
That's
that man on
complete.
his sticks.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down.
They ain't trying to blitz me from that blind side. Well, not really my blind side, but, you know.
Throwing now is Carr. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up
Probably
a nice
catch
chunk
those
of
folks.
yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the
I'm woke.
defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
Shouldn't be throwing. No in cover 2, so X.
You're mine. Low.
To throw again. Carr.
User.
Toward the right sideline.
Man.
It's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Carr now to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Damn, I needed the touchdown.
The kick by
Shit,
Carlson is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
So bad mistake there by the kickers. The ball goes out of bounds. On first down, it's Lauletta. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Lauletta. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
On first down, Lauletta. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Man,
and they'll
that
have
man
it
bombing
in the
with
red
that
zone
man.
before he
I can't
crosses
even
over
fucking
out of
front.
bounds. 16 yards to the 16.
Giants
the
a good
first
offensive
down.
team, though.
This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
God damn.
From the red zone now, Lauletta. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are in for 6.
Nothing I can do, man.
Rosas now to add the PAT.
I shouldn't have hit stick that guy. I hit stick him.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Ooh, I should have got a fucking touchdown, man. You can't win games kicking field goals, man. That shit hurt.
Rosas now to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up men will take it down. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
On the ground, Richard. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it.
Oh, man, I would have fucking ran. Oh, man, I'm saving that one.
Welcome back. Charles
Damn.
has settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do.
How that man with a linebacker.
First play of the drive there is incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit.
Come all the way from the hash to the other side of the hash.
Well, the upcoming Super Bowl, so many storylines, but one that obviously grabs you. Sean McVay just turned 33 January 24th, youngest coach ever to take a team to the Super Bowl. Double that age for Bill Belichick, who's 66. And, Charles, that's the largest gap between coaches in Super Bowl history.
Yeah, and when you think about it, obviously the age comes into play. But to me, it's more the experience. The number of times that the Patriots have gone to the Super Bowl. Man,
why you throw a short car? Come on now.
Versus Sean McVay's first time in the Super Bowl leading the Rams. Will that game experience come into play at all? But I do like this about Sean McVay. Raised in the game, raised up through the NFL system, no matter how young he might be. Remember, his grandfather was a head coach and a GM in the league. He gets it. He understands.
You got possession, catch it.
I highly expect the moment to be just fine for him and not too big.
A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Throwing on 1st down is Carr.
Look at that.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Well, with that incompletion, let's look back, Charles, to the NFC title game. We had 2 excellent conference championship games, but on the NFC side, the Rams winning in overtime thanks to Greg Zuerlein. He had 2 huge kicks, but that was really overshadowed because afterwards, obviously, everyone talking about the no call.
Damn, I hate being in 3rd down.
Legatron, a 48-yarder to get them to overtime. The 57-yarder to win it in overtime. He should be the guy who should be exalted right now, but you're exactly right.
What is up with that?
Coleman's hit on Tommy Lee Lewis in regulation. When I saw it live, I thought it was a bang-bang play. Turned out, it was definitely a missed call. Plus, they missed helmet-to-helmet contact on it as well. So if you're a Saints fan, you are very unexcited about the Rams advancing to the Super Bowl, but I still don't want pass interference to become a reviewable call. The game flow is paramount to me. Let's not slow it down any more than it already is.
Yeah, it could be a slippery slope, then you start doing it with everything, right?
Next thing you know, we'll be reviewing holding. And by the way, you can probably call holding just about every play in the NFL.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case, the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. The pitch out to Lynch. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
They'll run it. Here's Lynch. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the 1st. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
29. That's right. Back. Go.
Carr gives to Lynch on the draw. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. They come up in an offset eye. Carr gives to Marchand. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. On third down, they go Lynch. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third.
No game, but it's a first down.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Toss play to Lynch. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Marshawn Lynch taking it in. And the Raiders have moved.
Don't need to go for two. We done went for two earlier.
And he knocks it through.
I just need one stop.
Carlson now to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And New York set to take the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Loletta on first down. It's caught. Beckham. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And nowhere really to go there. They'll take this up just shy of midfield. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Can't be getting beat
like that. A big gain of 38 there on third down. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
We know.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Back to throw, Loletta.
Oh, good fucking soft squat. Good fucking soft squat.
So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Soft squat.
Desperation time on 4th down.
Good soft squat. Good fucking soft squat adjustment. Good fucking shit.
Had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big
What
momentum
we
play.
gonna do, man? We gonna scrape
Now the
that
Giants
win.
will stop play as they take a timeout defensively.
What a way to
As they'll
finish
talk
off.
things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Carr going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
Wow.
And this one is incomplete.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand
Wow.
over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too.
Wow,
He
that's-
was wide
wow.
open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got
I've seen it
away
all
with
now.
one there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be unable to get upfield as they take him down at the 21-yard line. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Damn, I hate situations like this. I can't give them the ball.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. And he finds Carr.
Here we go.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. First down, the run with Lynch.
Damn.
He's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
And, Brandon, this is where it pays to have a big back who can take over a football game, especially in the 4th quarter when you've got the lead, your ability to not just wear people down, but close games out.
To throw is Carr. Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's
We
complete.
like passing
And
deep.
they'll get this well past midfield
don't
before
care.
being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup there.
Real
Without
recognize
question,
real.
That should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Carr going to throw here.
We like
Now
passing
he'll let it
deep.
go deep, right? And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a
One
Raider
thing about me, I go
touchdown.
deep. Anytime I
Seth
pass, I'm
Roberts,
looking deep.
his second touchdown
I got my
of the
underneath routes.
afternoon. And the Raiders
I'm
add
always
6
looking
to their
deep.
lead. And he'll bang that one through.
Y'all, man, I'm going to be a threat next year. I'm going to actually have some receivers.
Carlson
And
now to
JT
kick
Nelson.
this one away.
I can't wait.
This will
I'm
be
doing this
taken
with
in
booty
at the 1.
receivers.
That one
Oh!
the ball is loose.
Ah!
Should just about do it.
Good night. Ooh. Wow, at you. That's why we have our starters on special team for shit like that. Oh, one more win away from being back in the top 500, man. One more win. Rank steady going up. Hey, I sent you a, who next? I sent you a chat party invite. Make sure I spell it right. Who next? Like who as in owl. Who says you a level 1 gamer? Ooh, bruh. You don't want to be a level 1 gamer and play me. That's something I just recently, this month, I just started using that adjustment. Like I've been using I don't know if y'all been watching my streams. Like in the red zone, I've been using a lot of cover 2 sync in matches and shit. And on those little stop routes that would normally beat certain, you know, coverages, those man matches jump those routes. So if he wants to run you know, he sees me in a cover 3 and I run a soft squat, he's gonna run a comeback. That soft squat's gonna jump that comeback every fucking time. It runs it better than a cloud flat. Cloud flats don't play it. Sometimes cloud flats give it up. That soft squat, man, shit, is fucking lovely. He plays the ball. Alright, I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna rest for a little bit. I might start it up again later on this evening. I appreciate y'all watching. You know, if there's any questions, whatever, y'all feel like, you know, y'all need help with something, just let me know. Alright, and if not here, just hit me up in the Facebook group.